Madame Bovary was the debut novel of the French author Gustave Flaubert. As a result of its publication in 1856, Flaubert was prosecuted for obscenity. Once he was acquitted, the book became an instant bestseller. Nowadays, it's almost universally recognized as a groundbreaking classic, creating a subtly new way of novel writing. This review contains spoilers. It's about a married couple in a provincial northern French town. Charles Bovary is a relatively talentless doctor whose first wife dies and who remarries. Emma, the second Madame Bovary, whose story forms the novel's title, has a highly romantic view of the world, partly owing to her passion for romantic fiction. Charles quickly bores her and she conducts two extramarital affairs in quick succession. Despite their initial allure, both men turn out to be mediocrities and they eventually leave her, after which she indulges her taste for expensive goods. She falls heavily into debt and takes her own life when she realizes that repayment is impossible. Charles preserves her room as a shrine, but then discovers her infatuated letters to her two lovers. He has a complete breakdown, then dies and is forgotten. For utter bleakness, Madame Bovary is hard to beat. What makes it important is not so much the story as the way it's told. Flaubert burrows deep into Emma's mind and examines her motives in painstaking detail. Above all, he hones a literary style which aims for a pervasive truth to life, for which the right word simply must be found, no matter how long and difficult the search. It made writing a long process. It sometimes took him a week to finish a single page. The result, however, was a product in which, in the words of the Czech-born French author Milan Kundera, the art of the novel becomes equal to the art of poetry. Madame Bovary also forces the reader to consider different interpretations, because its comprehensive realism strips the characters of all author-directed evaluations. So while we know what to make of the Thénardiers in Victor Hugo's Les Miserables, or Uriah Heep in Dickens's David Copperfield, we never really know what to make of Emma Bovary. We only think we know what to make of the other characters in the novel because we so often see them from her point of view. On one reading, Emma Bovary is vain, delusional, and ignorant. On another, she's heroic. She's the only character in the novel with any imagination and with the courage to attempt to bend reality to her hopes. In some ways, that's one of Flaubert's main achievements. As a result of his genius, although it took the rest of literature a while to adjust, the novel stopped being an overtly moral phenomenon and became instead more focused on the relationship between words and reality. Of course, there are probably losses as well as gains to that shift.